Animals, it's your boy Hype, bringing you another weekly Nightfall strike on the Animal Instincts gaming channel. And this is Meridian Bay, Mars, going up against Watchtower. Alright, and we have epic, highly shielded, and highly aggressive enemies appear in great numbers. Nightfall, you die, you're done. If all players die, your fire team is returned to orbit. We have Light Switch, don't get knifed, bitch. Minions of the Darkness deal much more melee damage. We have Angry. Minions of the Darkness won't flinch even after massive damage. And we have Juggler. No ammo drops for your equipped weapons. And we're going to go in using the Hunter. And I'm going to go in with the Vision of Confluence, Icebreaker, and Heathen Vengeance. And I know some of the Cabal, they have solar shields, so that's why I'm going in there solar. Yeah, I'm going in there solo too, but solar heavy. Even though there's no damage of choice this week, there's no burn, so it's going to make this strike a little longer. You know, that's all, because the enemies, they're not going to die as fast. Later on in the video, I'm going to have the comment that I selected from last week's Nightfall, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so right here in the beginning, all you're going to want to do is come over and deploy your ghost to activate him so he can hack this little computer, whatever it is, and make sure he fully leaves your hand before you walk away. If not, you're going to have to walk back. And then after that, you're just going to want to make it through. Less stuff you got to fight on here, and especially being that there's no burn damage, it's going to shed off a little bit of time. Right here, I crouch down, go invisible just to make it through all this, and knife that guy to extend it. And if you're not using a Hunter for this, you can still try and fly through there. You know, you're not in the darkness yet. Right here's where I first get into the darkness. So I wouldn't even bother trying to fight with all that stuff. It's just gonna add probably another good 10 minutes to this. And this took me all in all probably a half hour to do. And you'll see why. It's just a matter of the enemies just took a lot to kill, man. Even though if you follow this step by step, you should make it through here no problem, like a breeze. So right here, you can see that those enemies right there, they have a void shield around them. So if you wanted to hit them with like any kind of void, whether it be a grenade or, you know, the epilogue, something to knock that shield down, you're going to kill them off a lot quicker. But I know they're the only ones like that, so that's why I'm just sticking with the solar. And you'll even see here, this guy, I'm hitting him with a fully upgraded Icebreaker, and it's, you know, it's the upgraded version with the 331 damage. And I don't even know how many shots that was right there, but it was a decent amount of shots for an Icebreaker to take that guy out. So that's the main reason why this took me a half hour to do. Not really because of anything other than that, you know. I feel like I kind of breezed through it, really didn't run into any problems anywhere, but whatever. Moving on right here, I'm just taking out all the enemies from this doorway right here, and once you have them all taken out, and believe me, I actually end up leaving two, which kind of cost me a little bit. Just make sure you take them all out before you even worry about the generals that are in the Watchtower up there. And you know, it's definitely going to make things a little bit easier, because the way I like to play this, and you don't have to play it this exact way, you can just kill everything from back here. But I just like to go up on this rock, which you'll see coming up once I have everything cleared, because then you got non-stop shots, clean shots on the generals. So you'll see that coming up right there. I'm just looking for a little bit of ammo. Like I said, if you don't have the Icebreaker, this is definitely going to be more difficult, because then you're going to be waiting on cooldowns. But even if you don't have that Icebreaker, still go in with, you know, the best sniper rifle that you have, because most of these fights are going to be from a distance, and you want something that's going to deal some high damage. So here we go. This is where I like to take out the generals from the Watchtower. I like to hop up on this rock, and you've seen how I got up here, and then right here, I can just non-stop hit him. He's not shooting at me. I don't have to worry about any other enemies, and I can take him out. Even though, you know, look at that. He's taking a lot of shots with that Icebreaker, but it gets the job done. It's just a little more time consuming, that's all. So, you know, it would have been nice if they would have slapped a burn on there, but whatever. And right here, usually after you kill him, that's when the ship will come and the other two will drop in. That didn't happen, and that's because there was still, I believe, like 2 enemies left down there. So it cost me a little bit of time, and I had to end up hopping back down there and kill them. So before you even mess with the general, just make sure everything down there is wiped out. And you'll see right there, I hop down, take them out, and then I head back up and wait for the other 2 generals, which they're dropping in now. And you got to watch out for that ship because they deal a lot of damage. And right here, I'm just taking out a lot of the ground enemies, because after I'm done defeating these generals, you're going to see I head back towards where you first spawn in for a great spot to defeat the tank. And shout out to my man Elville. He's the one that showed me this. He don't really upload much on YouTube, but he does have a channel if you want to stop by and check it out. It's Elville Car Fan 90. Shout out to him. He's the one that showed me this spot for the tank. Even though, you know, I always could take out the tank, but this just makes things a lot easier, man. You don't get shot at, and the tank pretty much just stays in one spot, and you can hit, which you'll see coming up here. And I'll explain to you the best way, what you want to do to take that tank down. Alright, so there we go. There's the last general. He's done. Now you're going to want to hop back down, and I hop on my Sparrow, but I end up down on the rock there, so I have to hop back off, get on my Sparrow, and you're just going to want to head back towards where you first started this area. And then see this rock that's straight in front of me up high on the right? You're going to run and climb right up onto this rock. And that's it. That's all you got to do. Now I'm just going to take out all the ground troops. That way they're not, you know, bothering me while I'm warring out with the tank. And you can kind of see the tank right there in the background to the left. That's where he's at. That's where I'm going to war with him at. And that's where he stays at. And pretty much every time that I've attempted this, or ever done this, you know, strike, whether it be Nightfall or whatever, it's the same thing every time. So right here, you want to shoot his legs. That's his weak spot. And you can see right there, I'm getting 2,940. And remember what leg you're hitting. I'm hitting the front right leg. Now, once you see that damage skyrocket, and you'll see it, I get like 46,000 damage. That leg's done. Don't shoot that leg no more. And you're going to see I'll change to the back right leg. I take out the right side first, then I take out the left side. See right there, 46,486. So 46,486 damage. So now I'm on to the next leg, the back right, and you see I'm hitting it for 2.9. Now if you're not hitting that and you're still maybe hitting the front, you'll see, you know, you won't be hitting that high, and it won't be lighting up yellow. So make sure, you know, you're on a different leg each time and you're not shooting the same leg, because if not, it'll take forever to kill this tank. So I'm just going to speed it up here, and you'll see, you know, I'm shooting each leg. Now I'm at the front left, getting 2.9, and then once I hit that 46, I'll switch to that back left, and you can get all 4 legs from the same spot without having to move or without the tank shooting at you. There actually was one enemy left still down there that I didn't notice, so I take him out, which was cool because it gave me time to let the icebreaker ammo replenish. And you're going to see coming up right here, tank's done. Simple, right? And that's probably, you know, other than the very last battle of the boss, which I'm going to show you a great spot for that. That's probably the second hardest part on this Nightfall. You know, a lot of people struggle with that tank because he deals some massive damage. So right here, when you get to this area, these are lower level enemies, so it's nice to just kill some of them so you can gather up on some ammo before the final fight. You know, maybe get some heavy, whatever, you know, whatever you got to do, whatever you need. Even if they'll keep spawning in there, you can stay out there for a little bit and get a ton of heavy, get a ton of special, whatever you need. Ammo up right there before you head in. especially if you don't have an icebreaker, which I do, so I know that's the main thing I'm going to be using, so I'm not really going to hang out there too much. Now right here, you want to pass this first ramp and go back to this one, the second ramp. It's going to bring you up above all the enemies. Now, I'm just showing you this. I use the invisibility to pass all this, but I'm showing you, if you don't have a hunter, stay up here and fight everything. It's a lot better, easier to clear everything out. I'm going to switch over, go invisible, bypass all the stuff just to knock a little bit of time off and make the strike a little bit easier. So that's what I do. Go invisible, run past all this, and then you're going to see coming up right here, this is the nice safe spot to fight Vala, to Arak. Alright, so you're just going to take out those two Cabal, then you're going to head up this lamp to the left, and you'll see I end up getting shot, and don't worry about them, because he's going to spawn in. So after you head up that ramp, go to the second ramp on the left side of the map, and drop down in the corner, right where I do. And you'll see back here, you got so many lines of sights on the main guy. I'm going to switch back so I can get my gold gun, maybe get some golden shots into him, do some more damage. Now here, you see how I can see him through there. You can get hit. You know, some of those missiles, that's why I'm kind of sidestepping a little bit, they can make it through. His chain gun, that definitely will hit you, and you'll see quite a few times in this battle right here that I have with him that I do get hit, but you just step aside, you heal up, and then look, there's another spot right here where you can hit him from. Now I know some people, you know, some of you watching this are probably thinking, well, what do you do when he goes down to the other side? How do you hit him? And you're going to see from the same spot, well, from the same area, just a different spot, the left side up towards the front. And you'll see when that when we get to that point. But some of the other enemies, they're going to pile up, they're going to get in your way, and you just take them down. Sometimes they actually make a little barrier for you, the ones with the shields, and he can't hit you, and you can get, you know, clean shots on him without even having to move. So all I'm doing right now is just trying to get those precision shots with the icebreaker, trying to do as much damage as I can to him. And coming up here, he's getting ready to move. Once you do, I don't know what the X amount of damage is to him, probably about a quarter. Once you take off about a quarter of his health, he's going to start walking down towards the other end. And I think that's what he's getting ready to do right now. So you'll see, you know, if you use both of these two spots, this spot right here to the right where I'm crouched down, get like, so all the other enemies are kind of focused on that area, then you can hop back to the other side, and it's going to give you a little bit more time so you can get more shots on him. Alright, so there he goes. He's taking off down to the other side of the map. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to wait for him. It takes him a little bit of time to get down there. Clear out some of these enemies in the middle just so it's less things that are shooting at me. But you don't even have to clear them out. It's just, you know, it's going to be helpful a little bit so you can focus more on the main man. So that's all I'm doing is clearing some of these guys out. And I do end up running out of primary ammo, but I'm a hunter. So I use my invisibility, hop out there, pick up a bunch of ammo, and then I hop right back in. You know, it's so easy to get in and out of this area, which you'll see that coming up here too. And if you're back here with a team, there's enough room for your whole team. And there's a spot for each one of you to shoot at, you know. And if someone does die, you can stay out there a little bit longer, land some more shots. So right here, you've seen I went to the front left, like I said earlier, and there he is. He's straight down there getting clean lines of sight on him, clean shots. He will move, which you'll see. He'll move a little bit to the left, but you can still see his foot. Now, as long as you're doing damage to him, that's what's going to get him to come back. Sometimes he does move to where you can't see him, but you just got to wait it out a little bit, and he'll step over, and you'll be able to see his foot, or you'll be able to see him. And you just want to get enough damage to where he comes back up this way, which you'll see. But yeah, like I was saying, and you're going to get to see the foot, so it's kind of hard to see, but you'll get a good idea of where it is, so you know what to look for and where to look for it when you're attempting this. Like I said, if you're back here with a team, it's amazing, man, because you can just revive each other. So one guy can pretty much just stay right where I'm at right now, non-stop shooting, while another guy's picking them up until you get them to come back down. So this is great for solo. Definitely, you know, solo. It would be really, really close to impossible to do this solo without using this spot. Or there's other spots on here too, but this is just, I think, the best one. So right here, be careful if you're using rockets back there. If that thing would have hit right in front of me, possibly could have killed myself. But I think right here is where you'll see his foot. See, he stepped aside a little bit, can't see him at all. And then you'll see his foot right there. And I'm doing close to 2 grand damage. So, you know, as long as you're landing shots on him, he's going to make his way back up. And once he's about, I believe it's half health, and you'll see coming up here, he'll start kind of pacing back and forth in the middle of the map. So it's not bad at all. And coming up here, we are going to have comment from a little shout out in the comment from last week's Nightfall, as I'm just taking down some of these enemies, trying to clear them out, so I'm not taking as much damage when I'm out here trying to do damage to him. Those other ones, they take a lot of shots, man. Those little ones with the void shields around them, so I'm not really messing with them. The only thing I'm messing with is stuff that's going to get in my way. And see right there, I can't see his foot. So that's where, like I was saying earlier, sometimes you can't, you gotta wait it out. But now I can, and just getting as many shots as I can right into his toe. Right into that toe. Trying to get him to work his way back down here so I can finish this off. But like I said, with no burn damage, that was the hardest part of the strike, was just the fact that there was no damage. So it was so time consuming. But there we go. I used the invisibility, run out there, gather up some ammo. So I got some primary ammo so I could take out a lot of these lower enemies right in front of me. And then I switch back so I can get my golden gun back. And that's it, man. That's really all you got to do. There he is. He's back down this way. You get a few more shots into him. He's going to start pacing back and forth in the middle of the map. So here we go. Shout out to my man and comment from last week, Robbie Brown. Hey buddy, love watching your vids. Great stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Robbie Brown, you are the man. He's always got plenty of positive things to say and words of encouragement. And you guys are the reasons why I do this and always want to improve and do better. And, you know, thank you so much, man. That means a lot to me, Robbie. You the man. If you want to be in next week's video, be sure to leave a comment in this one, and whatever comment, you know, I'm just going to be hand chosen by me. I will leave it towards the end of the next Nightfall strike. Alright, so now he's pacing back and forth in the middle of the map, and you can see right here I'm getting good shots into him, just trying to finish this off. And this was the main part. I mean, I got a lot of this sped up and whatnot, but I was probably in this battle right here, I'd say, for at least 15 minutes. Now, if you're back here with a team or even just one buddy, you're going to be able to shed a lot of time off of this, because you're doing double the amount of damage as long as you guys are higher enough levels. You know, if you're anything under a level 30, it's actually going to bring you down. You're not going to be able to deal as much damage as you could. So he's getting there, and that's another thing, man. Don't be like, oh, damn, he's almost dead, and standing out there and just trying to shoot, because you'd be surprised. You might be the one that dies in that exchange. And also coming up, man, right here at the end, you're going to, if you stick around, you'll get to see what I get for a reward this week, and I will be doing the luckiest guy on Destiny. Hopefully have that up there for you guys tomorrow. And I would also like to touch base again on the reward re-roll. Please, Bungie, incorporate it into the game. I would love it. It would make me so much more happier doing these Nightfalls, even though I really feel like just sometimes with the way this game is, and no offense, Bungie, it's a good game. I really enjoy playing it, but sometimes I would still end up with the bad luck anyway. Maybe even something worse once I re-rolled them dice. So there we go. He's done, and I'm going to speed the countdown up. We'll see what I get right here. And Just running around, picking up, hoping to find some resupply codes or network keys. That's some good glimmer there. And what do we got? Boom! A legendary pulse rifle with no burn, so why to continue? X, 2 strange coins to re-roll and try for something new. I would love to. That's about it for this, guys. Thank you for watching. If you find this video helpful in any kind of way or like it in any kind of way, please give a thumbs up. It'll help the channel grow. Also in the comment section, leave a comment, whatever you want. Say hello, I'll say hello back. Let me know how it worked out for you, what you got, whatever you feel like saying, drop it down in the comment section. Just keep it clean, please, out of respect for everyone else. And if you haven't, be sure to subscribe to Animal Instincts Gaming. Got plenty of content coming your way. Animals, it's your boy Hype. We out.